We check the fingerprints to see what's going on. Sometimes it's a little difficult to see fingerprints on some people's hands, but I can see them clearly on yours. Sometimes these areas over here can be gynecological, but I kind of relate. You could actually say this is a skeleton. This is the head. It goes all the way down from the legs down to the feet. It can't be exactly 100% because it can vary in that. But that could be like the skeletal area. Okay. Big change in your mid-30s. That's quite a common time for change, so that's quite a significant time. So that can be, well, it could be anything. It could be marriage, could be having a child, it could be moving home, it could be a lot of stuff there. But that would be a really important time when you, especially, well, at 28 years old, that would be a really significant time for you to make changes in your life. And this one's kind of a different pattern on the headline. You see, you've got kind of two paths there. That's weird. It's always confusing when it shows up like that. I mean, sometimes it could be showing like a double headline mentality, double career and that sort of thing, which you're doing something totally different from each other. Kind of goes in 20, 30, 40, around the early 40s, it goes into one. So. Regardless of last time, I never remember what I told people, even if you came yesterday. So I may be repeating stuff. Okay. So don't be surprised if you say, "Oh, I said that before," and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So, are you right-handed? Do you use your right hand?
Yes, right-handed.
So we're going to look at the left hand first.
Okay.
Oh, you've got such warm, strong energies for healing. Maybe this is why you're going into the more spiritual side now. Because it's like, I don't know, it's all one energy really. It'd be good if you learned Reiki one day. The left hand is our hopes and the wishes, the things we'd like to achieve, what you've inherited actually. It's the inner emotions, kind of the personal stuff coming from your past as well. Right hand is what you're making of your life. So the left hand, we could say it's what you've been given. The right hand is what you're making of your life. Okay. In India, they would read this hand for woman, the left hand, and the right hand for man. If I was in India, this is how I would be reading. So, okay. So I'm just going to look at the back of the hand first. I'll turn it. See a bit of stress recently. What have you been up to?
Lots of work.
Really? Yeah, it's usually the work stress. Last 2 or 3 months, last month or something like that, shows a bit of stress. Okay, that's great. We check the fingerprints to see what's going on. Sometimes it's a little difficult to see fingerprints on some people's hands, but I can see them clearly on yours. Shows you're an easygoing person, adaptable, quite outgoing. Yeah, easygoing and quite reasonably outgoing. Creativity is showing on the fingerprints as well. You've got teaching abilities. It doesn't have to mean you train. You could train people. It doesn't mean to say you have to be a teacher. Have you ever done any teaching at all? Or training people?
Not really.
No, it might come later on, but you do have some kind of ability to do that.
That's nice to know.
Yeah, shows you're a very sensitive person, and you do give a lot of yourself to other people. A lot of energy, which is great. I always say that as long as you can say no sometimes and detach, don't get too caught up in the, whatever. Shows you are a little bit melancholic, withdrawing from the world at times. You have a nice, strong and long lifeline. No guarantee you're going to live to a good old age, but I'm sure you fight off illnesses, added strength. Some protection around you is there from accidents, illnesses, travelling, and one for sure watches over you in the spirit world. Sometimes it's like a family member that's passed on. Grandmama, someone else there, yeah. Okay. Big change in your mid-30s. That's quite a common time for change, so that's quite a significant time. I feel you can be very idealistic in choosing a partner, setting your standards very high. To choosing the perfect partner, maybe sometimes.
Sounds about right.
I forgot, when's your birthday, Elizabeth?
June 20th.
Ah, yeah, kind of just the Gemini. I'm Gemini, only just. Well,
Yeah,
it goes into
I think it's the
Cancer
last
and
day,
that, yeah. And sorry, how old are you now?
24.
24 now, yeah. It's a good time with your work to move forward. New beginnings and that, new opportunities. This can be a really important time for you. I do see a very steady career on your hand, and something that does look like it improves. It looks like it becomes stronger, more meaningful, more enjoyable. A better success does show up. Kind of two things do show up, bringing in an income there. Two sources of income. Yeah, the career looks pretty strong actually. Looks like it definitely builds. I'll confirm this when we get to right hand as well. See what's going on. Shows you'll always work with the people, work with public and other people and that kind of thing. I see a source of success coming in from outside sources, which is kind of like doing your own thing.
Oh, that's great.
That will be good. Yeah, that's great. I mean, you've got a regular job, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got a regular one and then YouTube on the side.
Okay, and that will carry on for quite a few years, actually. It does show you can put a lot of your time into your work.
Okay.
That's for sure. But it also shows you need to enjoy what you do. Otherwise, you might get a bit bored. And it shows you're going to be busy for, as far as I can tell, many, many years to come. That's great. Let's see. So this is an important time now for you, for any changes. Good for travelling as well. Any travelling. I can see Europe on your hand. Little bits and pieces. I think, well, it shows like a little bit of psychic abilities on your hand there. I don't know how it's developed, if it's been developed, because sometimes it can lay dormant, but it's pretty strong in your hand. Do you ever get anything like? Have you had any premonitions or anything like that?
Not that I know would be
Okay.
psychic. I don't know how do you define psychic?
I know. It comes in different ways. Maybe you can just know things. Some people are just very
Good
intuitive.
gut feeling, I think.
Yeah.
With things.
It could be that, but anyway, maybe it could develop. It will develop later on.
Oh, okay.
Because it's definitely on your hand.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think it's kind of, I don't know, when we're open, relax, and allow things to flow, then you notice more and things open up. Different times, different cycles in your life. Probably around 27, 28 years old, that would be a big one. For a lot of changes, emotional changes, and opening up to anything like that, if it is meant to be coming up. There's definitely a good success on the creative side, that's for sure. And that will come in the near future. That's great. You have a wisdom and empathy for others, tuning into people. That career looks like it builds, and that's good. Let's check the side of the hand. Well, with relationships, it's always a bit dodgy because, which one is which, who is who, and
Okay.
that kind of. I do see a very long relationship on your hand.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, hopefully it's this one that you're in.
I really hope so.
It looks like there's no reason why it can't be. I mean, I'm not seeing any disasters set out or anything like that. It looks pretty steady. I see 2 children there eventually, one day. I don't want to frighten you now. I don't think it's coming out. It's a little bit later on.
Yeah, I want 3. I do.
3, do you? Well, it could be 3. So the lines change on the hand as little as 2 to 3 months. Sometimes weeks, sometimes more. And yeah, 2 stood out, but you never know. The 3rd one could easily appear nearer the time.
Okay, I've got
it does
fingers
happen.
crossed then.
Ah. Yeah. I'd say the mid-30s will be a very important time for you. Could be even having your first child around that time, but maybe not. Maybe it could come before. It really is when you're ready.
Okay.
You know, when you feel ready for it. But that would be a very important time for you. Okay. Your health looks good as far as I'm aware. I see a very creative streak on your hand, and that's really good. I mean, not everybody uses it. It's just sometimes it can just be a dreamy, dreamy sort of way of thinking and detaching from the world sometimes. But it's quite strong in your hand, and there is a logical sort of path, and then there's this kind of creative side of you, which is good. Okay. So what else do we have here? Well, writing would be really good. Have you done any kind of writing at all?
Yeah, I'm writing a book.
Are you writing a book? Okay,
Yeah.
so that looks quite good on your hand, and there will be some success, obviously coming from the creative side anyway. Maybe more than one sort of. That's great. What kind of book are you writing?
It's like fantasy.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah. I tend to do documentary and then go off to fantasy within one book when I'm writing.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, I can't stop myself, it just goes on. You will never be alone in your old age. I always say, apart from having a cat and a dog, you'll have somebody else.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Well, it shows you are an adventurous person. I mean, kind of always returning home, but then where is home? Maybe you decide to move one day abroad or something like that. You know, some people never know where home is really. Okay. Well, there could be like in the future 2 or 3 things bringing in some success for you on the creative level, on your self-employment side of things. Right?
Oh, okay.
So that could be good. One is really strong, and then it's kind of maybe another 1 or 2 kind of around at the moment. Maybe they come a bit later on, hard to say at the moment. Yeah. Okay. Right, let's look at the right hand.
Thank you.
You've got a good sense of rhythm and timing. I don't know if you do any dancing.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I
That's
like
good.
music.
And it shows you're ready for a change. I always say, when that little finger goes forward, you're ready to move on.
I think you did say that
Did
one
I say
last
that?
time.
Oh, another time for changes again. And this one's kind of a different pattern on the headline. You see, you've got kind of 2 paths there. That's weird. It's always confusing when it shows up like that. I mean, sometimes it could be showing like a double headline mentality, double career and that sort of thing, which you're doing something totally different from each other. Kind of goes in 20, 30, 40, around the early 40s it goes into 1, so I'm not sure what that means at the moment, but yeah, it's good. It's another way of looking at this is double headline can mean double strength, for focusing and stuff like that. That's good. It definitely shows you can achieve things. Now you see this hand on the right hand, if you now saying to me Japan, kind of really does look like it's Japan or somewhere around those parts. on the right hand. The left hand, I was thinking it was more like America, but you can't always be sure. You know, it's just a distance. I've got like that sort of much to fit the world in. But from experience, from reading over 20,000 people's hands, I kind of all over the world, I kind of get to know, you know, where these lines are coming from. Really, can't always be 100%, but it does show. And it definitely shows you will go to Japan in the future, that's for sure. Not only just visiting, but for work. I mean, it could be like filming and on the creative level. And that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that will come about at some point. Careers. I mean, the lines are a little faint on the right palm at the moment, but they will pick up, and I think your creative side is going to take over the admin work eventually.
Oh, okay, that's nice to
That
hear.
will come, yeah. That way, it's a little bit thin on the lines at the moment, but it will definitely, they will definitely pick up. And like I say, as the lines change, they can fade out, they can become stronger. Yep, you're going to be busy well into your old age. You'll always be doing something. You'll never stop. Let's see. No, there's a massive change, late 20s here. So that can be, well, it could be anything. It could be marriage, could be having a child, it could be moving home, it could be a lot of stuff there. But that would be a really important time when you, especially, well, that 28 years old, you know, that would be a really significant time for you to make changes in your life. That's a big one. It's going to change your life, whatever it is. Positive changes. I can't see anything. It's not showing me anything negative there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. Not seeing hardly any stress on this hand, which is really good. Some people always have stress going on. Right? I mean, we all suffer from a little bit of stress.
Yeah.
But it's not showing up too much on your hands, so you're dealing with it okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you know, you're kind of riding the waves.
Getting used to the stress, I guess.
I know, it's not easy in this day and age. Writing's pretty strong on your hand here. Okay. Oh, it shows you've got a good memory. Yeah. Let's just check the side of the hand here. Strong relationship. There's a good relationship that goes on for years. How long have you been together now and known this person?
Like 2 years and a few months.
Okay. Well, there's a relationship showing on your hand that builds.
Okay.
And just becomes stronger and that, you know. At first I thought a relationship was showing you do your thing kind of thing and partner does theirs. Okay. Okay. Just looking. No, that's okay. There's a little mark there. If that was stronger, I'd say take care of your feet and legs. But it's very mild there. There's nothing. You had no problems, have you, with your feet or legs? No?
No, other than like really poor circulation.
Is it? No, I think it's just too. It's not even to mention it. It's so fine and that. You know.
Yeah, I can barely see it. It's the little dot.
Yeah, it's very slight though. You know, it's hardly. Sometimes these areas over here can be gynecological, but I kind of relate. You could actually say, this is a skeleton. This is the head. It goes all the way down, from the legs down to the feet. It can't be exactly 100% because it can vary in that, but that could be like the skeletal area. So it all looks good. Yeah, everything's looking fine. Might need to get another eye test. I don't know. Health looks good, and the lifeline's pretty strong on that, I think you've got a good balance. Sometimes you maybe overanalyze a little bit, think too much. That's probably the Gemini in you.
Yeah, it sounds very me, overthinking things.
Or Cancerians actually think a lot. Great, I think that's it. One more thing. Let me just check that. 20. Yeah, that late 20s does seem to be a big shift in your life there. Quite a common time for a lot of changes with many people in that, families, friendships, relationships, children. Many things can show up. I mean, I didn't see anything negative there, but for some people it can be negative. Depends what's going on, what karma we're paying off, what and beyond our control. Some things like families and that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That some things are just we cannot do anything about it. But I didn't see anything negative there. It just shows. I think it's more like opportunities, really. More positive stuff for you.
Okay.
And that's good. Yeah.